Hello, and welcome back to Tips and Time Savers. I'm Danny Rocks, and this is part two in my series where I collaborate with my good friend Alan Friedman, a CPA and partner in the firm Friedman, Kannenberg and Company based in Hartford, Connecticut. In this series, I work with Excel worksheets that Alan prepares for industry seminars. This is the same workbook that I used in part one. It's the same workbook that Alan recently shared with music industry clients at International Trade Show. In today's lesson, I want to concentrate on two areas of formatting. Notice over here that Alan, and he's not alone, most accountants in my experience will label their fields, unfortunately, using two cells rather than one, or in this case, using three cells rather than one. I'm going to demonstrate how we can wrap the text to accomplish this using one cell rather than the inefficient using two or more cells. The second concept that I want to show you in this lesson is notice the danger that we have when we have a very long text entry over here in cell A3 for the year ended December 31st, 2012 in one cell. What if we wanted to automatically extend the width of the column for one of our product labels? Well, you probably are familiar with coming up here and double clicking between the two columns that you wish to automatically widen. So you're going to see that the danger that we have with that long text is it is going to extend the width far too wide. So I'm going to show you how we can merge across cells. All right, let me use Control Z to undo this. So let's concentrate on how we can use wrap text to put this text into one cell and then wrap it rather than typing it into two cells. So Alan's way, typing it into two cells, wrapping the text, having it in one cell. Notice, of course, that when I wrap the text, that the height of the row increases. So let me show you how this works. I'll come down here and I'll put in here cost of goods sold, and I'll use Control Enter so that I have the cell remain active. Now, on the Home tab of the ribbon in Excel 2007, Excel 2010, notice that in the alignment group we can click on Wrap Text, and there you go, Cost of Goods Sold. Now, I probably want to center this going across horizontally, and I probably want to have goods sold on one row within that cell. Very easy enough to do. All I have to do is just increase the width. So I have cost of goods sold, but look at this extra space that I have up there. Easy enough to change. All you have to do is come over here and double click the bottom of the row that contains the wrap text, and you see it automatically resizes. Notice over here that another label was average inventory. So if I come over here and I type in average Control Enter to keep it in place, wrap text, there you go. And I probably want to center it going across horizontally. Now let's take a look at one of the three cell entries. So sales is a percentage of total sales. What we can do is I'm going to start off by widening the column, and I'm going to show you another technique that we can use. So I'll put in here sales as a percentage of, and I can control where I want the break to occur if I use this keyboard shortcut, Alt Enter. And I'll use Control Enter. So you see how I controlled the break. Sales is a percentage of, and I used Alt Enter to control that break. And let's center it coming across horizontally. Now, it's a very easy process to use, and we can do that in Excel 2003 as well. So notice I've used the wrap text over here. All I have to do is type in Control Enter to keep that cell active. Now, in Excel 2003 and earlier, you go to the Format menu, and we want to format the cells, or use the keyboard shortcut Control plus the number 1. When we format the cells, we want to make sure that we're in the alignment group, and we simply check wrap the text. Click OK, and there you go. If I want to center it coming across horizontally, the command is one of the standard commands on the standard or in the formatting toolbar. And if I want to control where it breaks, one way to do that is to simply come across like that. Now I took it a little bit too wide. There you go. So cost of goods sold, haven't quite gotten it ready. There you go. Now again, I have that extra space up here, double click. If I want to have control over the break, Alt Enter, Control Enter, and again I probably have to widen it a little bit, and now you see it broke automatically. And again, to change the or to get rid of that extra space, just double click underneath it, and then we can use our horizontal centering. Now we also have vertical alignment. Let me switch back here to Excel 2010. What if I wanted to put in here, let's just say, and I want to have a break here. Alt Enter. And I'll use Control Enter. So you see I have the automatic wrapping, but I want to widen this a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Remember, I made the break after LLC. So there you go. Now look at that extra space over there. As you see, vertically aligning, the default is to align to the bottom of the cell. What if I wanted to change that and have the horizontal, but I also wanted to increase the height of the row and then center it vertically? So you see it gives me that extra space. And this is again another formatting trick, because again I find that too many accountants will put in an extra row, or they'll go in and they'll shorten it to put that space. I'll use Control Z to undo that. So you see how taking advantage of not only the horizontal alignment but also the vertical alignment, and we can vertically align it to the top of the cell, we can vertically align it to the center or to the bottom, which is the default, and I use the wrap text. Alright, now let me show you the second concept, how to merge a text entry from one cell across multiple cells. So over here I have several long entries and I have 3 short entries. The danger is that when I want to automatically expand the width of a column by double clicking, you see how that column extends to automatically fit the longest text entry in that cell. That's not what I want. So let me show you how to merge across cells. The first trick is to always remember to type your text entry into one cell, in this case in cell A1. Second is to select the cells that you wish to merge this entry across. So I made the selection of cells A1, B1, C1, and D1. Home tab of the ribbon, and over here in alignment, notice that there is merge and center, and merge and center will do what it says. It will merge and center. Let me use Control Enter. Notice that there is a drop down menu next to that. So in this case what I want to do is I want to merge the cells. So it's still in one cell, but notice that in row 1 column A is much longer. Let's come over here, and again after I've typed it in one cell, make a selection of the cells that you wish to merge against, use the merge drop down menu, and in this case let's say merge across. Merge across and merge the cells are frankly the same. This time I'm going to take this entry and I want to merge and center it. Now watch what happens when I want to automatically expand the width of the column. You see it expands to accommodate these lengths over here, not the cell entries that I had merged across. Merged and center, merge across, or merge the cells. And again I can do the same in Excel 2003. So I want to come over here, merge across. I've typed it in one cell, select it, and then select the cells that you wish to merge against. Merge and center is one option on the formatting toolbar. Type in one cell, make the selection, and we want to format the cells. In this case on the alignment tab, what we want to do is we want to choose to merge the cells. And for our horizontal, we can choose to have it left, In other words, it's going to remain to the left, slightly indented, or we could merge and center it, or we could align it to the right. So I'll make my selection. I want to come back over here to the Format menu, format the cells, Alignment tab, and I want to merge the cells, and this time the horizontal, I want to have it aligned to the right. Click OK, and there you go. And now notice that I have a spill over here, but when I double click to automatically expand the column, it doesn't expand to accommodate these long text entries. They've been merged. Rather, it extends the width to accommodate this standard width that I have over here. So there you've learned the 2 tips for improving the presentation of your worksheet. Learning how to use wrap text, so instead of using multiple cells, you can wrap the text so that it appears in one cell, and also how to merge a long text entry across or centered across multiple cells. I'll just direct you over here as I close to Alan's website. So over here on the FKCO website, not the wrong one. I want to come 1, 2, 3, this one. All right, so on FKCO, if you go on to the Resources tab and look for Seminar Handouts, here is the worksheet. So the inventory analysis that I presented at the 2010 Winter NAMM show, that is the worksheet that I've been using. And if you wish, you can learn more about the resources that I offer on my online shopping site, shop.thecompanyrocks.com. And I'll look for you in the next part of this series.